So, okay, it's being recorded. Yeah, we are done. So, I just want to understand like your expectation is like after this course, you just want to appear for an interview and then get into some IT industry, right? So, yeah, we'll see that actually as part of this training, So I can give
Mm-hmm.
you at any point. I mean, where and all you need to have interview questions. Suppose if I
Mm-hmm.
call with any topic, I'll give you what is the entry question based on that. I can provide you that type of information also. So because I
Okay.
understood you are planning to change, I mean, planning to appear for interview, right?
Yeah.
So coming to my introduction, as you already know, I'm Venkatesh, and then I have a total of 8.5 years of experience in overall IT. And then I
Mm-hmm.
started my career with Cognos and still continuing. Meanwhile, I got
Mm-hmm.
a chance to work with a few other technologies like FSIS also. But
Mm-hmm.
basically, my primary skill set is Cognos. And then coming to
Mm-hmm.
my Cognos training experience, last 3.5 years, I am just working as a part-time trainer for Cognos BI. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, during my experience, I worked as both developer and then administrator for Cognos BI.
Okay.
So, both I
Mm-hmm.
worked actually. I mean, this
Mm-hmm.
training side I usually take only for Cognos BI development basically. But as part of this training, I used to include administration content also up to some level. We don't have all the resources for administration to take up, but I'll cover up a few few topics for administration side also.
Okay.
So let me show you a document which I'm going to show you today. So
Mm-hmm.
uh, Surya, are you
Yeah.
able to hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'll just open a document now. Give me a sec.
Mm-hmm.
That is a more kind of what is this is syllabus as well as as well as demo session both as included over there.
Okay.
So this is what the document what I'm going to show up. So in this document, if you see the heading IBM Cognos 10.2 BI demo. So IBM is a owner of this Cognos product actually. So Cognos is
Mm-hmm.
nothing but it is a product designed by IBM company. So the current
Mm-hmm.
version of this Cognos is 10.2. That is what IBM Cognos 10.2. So the very
Mm-hmm.
next term is called as BI. What is meant by BI? It is called as business intelligence. So why we
Okay.
go for Cognos? First of all, you need to understand that before learning Cognos, you need to understand why we are
Mm-hmm.
going for Cognos. Cognos is
Okay.
basically representation tool. So we have data ready. We have the data ready. So persons
Mm-hmm.
like CEO, director, senior director, manager, senior manager, those kind level of people, they just want the
Mm-hmm.
information from the data what they have. They'll be having
Okay.
data, their business
Mm-hmm.
data. So out
Mm-hmm.
of the data, they wanted to take some decisions. So suppose
Mm-hmm.
SBI is your client. So SBI person like a CEO of SBI, he just wanted to see what is the profit results gained by 2014 year for 2014 year in Chennai region or Hyderabad region, whatever it may be. Just it is kind of
Okay.
matter of they are having that all the data stored in some databases. Basically, in
Mm-hmm.
IT terminology, data will be stored in some databases. So it can be Oracle,
Yeah.
SQL, Server, whatever it may be. We have stored the
Mm-hmm.
data. Using these Cognos, we are going to show the data in a meaningful format and an easily understandable format. That is called as BI. BI is nothing but in a
Okay.
technical terminology, I will define it as making the raw data, making the raw
Mm-hmm.
data into business understandable format is nothing but business intelligence. Okay. So it is
Okay.
a data is there. We are going to show them in a easier manner how they can easily understand that data. That is called as
Mm-hmm.
Cognos. So
Okay.
tagline of Cognos is for better decision makings. That's it.
Okay.
So just a representation tool. That's it. So basically, Cognos is a web-based tool. Web-based tool in the sense when you have the URL, you know that URL, right? Any URL, right?
Yeah.
Likewise, So if you have any URL provided to you and then access has been given to you, so you can able to
Mm-hmm.
access it, and then we can able to create some report, and then you can able to see your data. Whatever the data you wanted to see, you can able to see
Mm-hmm.
that data in a understandable format. That is called as Cognos BI. Next,
Okay.
so where and all we can use. You understood? What is the
Yeah.
purpose of Cognos? Where and all we can use. So basically, the term called as data warehouse. What is meant by
Okay.
data warehouse? First of all, you need to understand that. So just now we also agreed that database is nothing but storage place where we can store
Mm.
your SBI bank information. SBI has credit card, SBI has debit card, loans, personal accident insurance, their ATM, and then their personal savings account, different type of information they are storing in different databases, right?
Yeah.
So debit
Yes.
card, some of the tables, I mean, data will be stored in the form of tables only, that you know. So tables will
Mm-hmm.
be having in database. So
Mm-hmm.
credit card, one database called as Oracle, they have stored all the credit card information into Oracle database. And
Okay.
then few of the credit card tables they have stored in SQL server. Some other
Okay.
home loan information they have stored in Sybase. Likewise,
Mm-hmm.
they have organized all the data into different formats. That's it.
Okay.
So now why we go for data warehouse? Data warehouse is nothing but a database only. That is also
Mm-hmm.
database only. But
Mm-hmm.
I will just define it as extension of database. That's it. Extension
Okay.
of database is nothing but data warehouse. So
Okay.
group of databases is nothing but data warehouse. Okay, group of
Okay.
databases are nothing but data warehouse.
Data.
So what we do in data warehouse? Why we go for data warehouse? You need to understand that actually. So why we go
Mm-hmm.
for data warehouse is suppose suppose in SBI itself, just imagine how many transactions you are doing per day.
Mm-hmm.
If you go for any ATM, you're a SBI customer, you're a account holder of SBI. How many
Mm-hmm.
transactions you are doing? If you have an account, you will withdraw some amount. At least at an average, you will withdraw one time. So just imagine how many customers they have, how many transactions you are doing. Okay, not only that, you are doing net banking, you are doing credit card swiping, you are doing loans you are taking. So
Mm-hmm.
all these kinds of information they are storing. So just think
Okay.
how many servers they have to maintain, how many resources they have to maintain end of the day to maintain the data warehouse, right? So data warehouse is nothing but again, we are going to pick up what are all the relevant information into one common area called as data warehouse. That is a common area is nothing but again a database only. So what are all
Okay.
information required that we are putting into one common area. So
Mm-hmm.
database, they are storing all the information that is not required for long term run. Long term run
Okay.
in the sense they don't want to store your ATM transactions, for 10 years of I mean, past 10 years of transaction, they don't want to store actually. It is only
Okay.
required is only few transactions they required. Suppose you will be having some personal loans, right? Those information they need to store for anyway, how many hour EMIs you are paying, right? How many years you are going to pay. Those information
Mm-hmm.
should be stored in long term run. ATM transaction they won't store on a 20 years, 30 years of data transaction they won't store actually in SBI side because they need to maintain lot of resources they have to put and then lot of investment they have to made to the transaction. Just think it is
Okay.
required, it's not required. What and all information required, that information only they are going to store for long term run. You got it right? Any confusion as of now?
No, but actually, as you said, it's like a URL, right? Cognos or something.
Yes. Cognos is an ER.
But it's related to the database. Then URL is nothing but the link what we use to browse in a web or web page. Is it correct?
Yes, URL is a link to connect to Cognos. Cognos is just
Oh,
a tool actually. We don't do anything
okay.
with it. So we are going to
Okay.
connect to the database or data warehouse. That is why
Okay.
I am trying to make you understanding of data warehouse. So data warehouse
Okay.
is nothing but data it is having. By connecting
Mm-hmm.
to the Cognos, we are going to create, I mean, something. With that something, we are going to see the data, whatever they required. 2014 year credit card information for Hyderabad region. With that data, your high level people going to take some decisions. That is called as BI. Got it?
Okay, so here also we have to use our SQL queries.
Yes, exactly. SQL queries in the
Okay.
sense database or data warehouse is there. You are going to connect them. While connecting,
Mm-hmm.
how we are going to connect? We are going to picking up what are all the information you required. You will be
Mm-hmm.
having credit card, debit card, insurance, personal loans, home loans, lot of information there from SBI. But your customer
Mm-hmm.
is looking for only credit card, Hyderabad, 2014 year. Very simple.
Okay.
We are going to picking up.
Okay.
Picking up in the sense
Yeah.
select. We are selecting from the data
Mm-hmm.
warehouse or database.
Okay.
So coming to data warehouse, I'm trying to give you more examples like data warehouse is nothing but we are going to pick up what are all the information required from database, put it into a new place called as again a database, which is
Mm-hmm.
organized structure which can act as a place for historical information. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
20 years of data you cannot store in database. We can only store in
Okay.
data warehouse. That's the only
Okay.
point I wanted to make here. You got it?
Yeah. That's it. Got it.
Any clarifications required, Surya? So far.
No, nothing. I'm clear. Yeah.
So now I'm going to give you more details of data warehouse. So data warehouse
Mm-hmm.
is nothing but subject oriented. Subject oriented in the sense, as I told you very clear, data warehouse we are going to create by picking up what are all the information we required from multiple databases also. We are just going to
Okay.
connect different databases. What are all the
Mm-hmm.
tables we required? That tables only we are going to picking up and then put it into a new new database called as data warehouse. It has
Okay.
strategies defined actually so that it will
Mm-hmm.
store historical information. So that's what it
Mm-hmm.
is telling subject oriented. For each subject area, credit card one data warehouse we can create. Credit
Mm-hmm.
card one data warehouse we can create. Another
Mm-hmm.
personal loans we can create another data warehouse. Just your
Yeah.
requirement. As per your requirement, you can create your own data warehouse for each subject area. Subject area in the sense credit card one subject area, debit card one subject area. Just I'm giving example actually. Business to business
Okay.
it will get changed. Okay.
Okay.
So integrated in the sense that is what, right? We are integrating all the information to one place, right? That is why it is called as integrated. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Time variant. So time variant in the sense we can study the trends and changes. Study in the
Mm-hmm.
sense when you have 20 years of data in your hand, what
Mm-hmm.
happened to my business 20 years back? What happened to my
Okay.
business now in Chennai region?
Okay.
For
Mm-hmm.
particular area in the sub region also we can see. I mean more details we
Okay.
can see. That is what time variant. Non-volatile.
Okay.
See, database and data warehouse. This is non-volatile. Database is volatile. What is meant by
Mm-hmm.
volatile? What is meant by non-volatile? So these 3 points you understood, right? Subject oriented, integrated, and time variant, right? The
Yeah.
fourth point is non-volatile. What is meant by non-volatile? Non-volatile in the sense, see, database, when you go for any transactions, like you went for any ATM, withdraw some
Mm-hmm.
10,000 rupees. That means
Okay.
as soon as you withdraw the amount, it should go and update into your system. I mean, your net banking, your bank account, whatever it may be. It has to go and
Mm-hmm.
update into your system. That's it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Something like if you have a credit card, you'll pay the EMI. But but it will not update as soon as possible. As soon as you made the transaction, it will take 1 day of time. After that only
Okay.
it will reflect into your system. May you know the reason,
Yeah.
please? The reason is first case they will use database. First
Mm-hmm.
case they will use database to store ATM kind of transactions. Second case they will
Okay.
use data warehouse. Data
Yes.
warehouse
Okay.
they will made that refresh in a periodical basis, not like a schedule basis. No, I mean
Okay.
not like a immediate basis like database. So
So
I'll give you
periodic basis in the sense like based on the number of transactions going to perform day by day like that.
not exactly. Suppose I'll give you more example on periodical basis. Suppose you
Mhm.
have insurance. You have taken insurance. For that
Okay.
insurance, you will pay the EMI on monthly basis only, first of every month.
Yeah.
How many EMIs paying for Hyderabad region for 2014 year in Sarur Nagar, SR Nagar branch? your
Okay.
that insurance company owner wanted to see that.
Okay.
So unless until he got that requirement, unless until
Mm-hmm.
that CEO of SR Nagar branch, I mean SBI, I mean that insurance company owner CEO, unless until he made that, I mean he want that information to be shown in a Cognos report, people will
Mm-hmm.
not load that information actually. They will do that loading in a periodical basis. Only second of every month they will load that actually, because first only all the EMS is happening. Then they
Mm-hmm.
will schedule that loading in a periodical basis on month of second.
Okay.
Got it right? What is meant by periodical refresh?
Yeah, so data warehouse is a non-volatile one, and but the database is a volatile one.
Volatile one. Volatile one.
Okay.
Continuously it happens. So
Mm-hmm.
database where we use database IRCTC. We
Yeah.
go for any transaction that should be updated in a immediate basis. That
Yeah.
is database. Data warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
insurance companies, credit card,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
long term run, but not a immediate schedule.
Okay.
Data will be refreshed on periodical basis, but it will happen on sometimes. Unless until you got the
Mm-hmm.
requirement, your data warehouse will not get the new records.
Okay.
Database is permanent. Every company, every organization, they wanted to store the information database only. But data warehouse is
Mm-hmm.
different actually. Unless until they got the requirement, they will not load the data, they will not show to the outside world. Okay,
Okay.
that is what we are showing the difference here.
That,
Data warehouse
okay.
versus operational systems. Operational systems and data warehouse both are same only.
Mm-hmm.
Operational systems, database are both are same only. Data warehouse systems and strategical systems both are same. I mean, I would have put here
Data warehouse.
database. Data warehouse versus database here. I would have put. So operational systems are nothing but OLTP systems. Data warehouse systems are OLAP systems. No confusion.
Okay.
Operational systems, database, OLTP, all are same only.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? Operation
Okay.
system, database, OLTP. OLTP is the methodology. Database is the operation system. That's it. Data warehouse, strategical systems, OLAP principle, OLAP methodology. See, data warehouse works on the principle of OLAP. Data warehouse,
What is VOLA? Can you please
online
expand it?
analytical processing systems. So, whenever they are creating
Analytic.
data warehouse, right? I told you they will create data warehouse by
Okay.
integrating multiple database data. While creating
Mm-hmm.
data warehouse, they will follow certain principle that is called as OLAP, online
Okay.
analytical processing systems. Based on that
Okay.
kind of, if we follow that kind of approach, we will
Mm-hmm.
see data for 20 years, 30 years of long run, which is not at all possible in OLTP.
Okay.
Okay, historical data mainly we concentrate. In data
Okay.
warehouse, data will be added. You are paying the
Mm-hmm.
EMI. You are paying the
Mm-hmm.
EMI means you are paying the EMI for insurance company or credit card. It will go
Mm-hmm.
sit into the database first. From there, we
Yeah.
are loading into again data warehouse.
Data warehouse. Okay.
Yeah, what all the information required, that only we load, which means
Mm-hmm.
added regularly. Data will be added regularly, but loaded
Okay.
data are rarely changed directly, rarely showed to the outside world. Okay,
Okay.
that's the first point.
Mm-hmm.
Does not mean that data warehouse is never get updated. It will get updates on a schedule basis. Okay,
Okay.
generally concerned with historical data. When you go for
Mm-hmm.
any loan you have taken from bank itself,
Mm-hmm.
you are taking loan. That time they need
Yeah.
to save your information for 20 years, 10 years, 30 years like that. Since your EMI is like that actually, your tenure period.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Mm-hmm.
ATM transaction, they don't need to save for 20
So,
years. Why they
yeah.
need it actually? That's what, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is why data warehouse, where and all they need historical information, they go for data warehouse. Where and all they need current information, they go for OLTP or database or operational
Operational system.
systems. Okay. So OLTP updated constantly, continuously it will get updated. Data changes
Okay.
accordingly by need, not as a fixed schedule. Okay.
What is
Primarily
here? T stands for?
Sorry, OLTP. Yeah,
Yeah.
online transaction processing systems. Just transactions. This is
Okay.
analysis. If we have more data,
Okay.
we can do more analysis using OLAP. We can do,
Okay.
we can see only transaction using OLTP. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
So now you understood. I mean, benefits also same only. Benefits also
Mm-hmm.
same only. Just I mentioned once again. That's it. Understand business trends, better forecasting decisions. If we have more data, 20 years of data, we can do forecasting of decisions they can take. That kind of more advantage we have in data warehouse side. Now we'll move on
Yeah.
to Cognos. Any doubts in data warehouse definitions and database differentiations?
No, no, no.
So just actually, I have planned for data warehouse separate sessions also. I will tell you what is syllabus, what I'm going to cover as part of this training. So
Okay.
let's move on to Cognos BI now. So
So
Cognos
this is
is,
the latest version of the IBM, I mean Cognos 10 BI.
yeah, 10.2 BI. 10
Okay.
point,
Earlier they have any versions?
yeah, actually, when I started my career, I have seen 7.3, 7.4, 8.1, 8.3, 8.4, 10.1, 10.1.1, 10.2, 10.2.2.
Okay.
So current version of Cognos is 10.2.2. So
Okay. I
both
mean,
10,
why these
10.1,
many these many like versions? I mean, is there
actually
any
just
particular
they'll add,
reason?
I mean, they'll come up with a few more enhancements. They'll release as a patch. So why we have
Okay.
Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7, Windows XP? Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they'll overcome
And
what are all the disadvantages in the current version.
okay.
So Cognos 10.1, 10.2 almost same only. We'll see same differences. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
both are almost same. But
Okay.
8.4, 8.3, when I compared with 10.1, 10 point, I mean 10.2, lot of changes are
Mm-hmm.
there. Lot of new features has been added. To be in the
Okay.
competitive world, they need to come up with a lot of new features, right? That's what they did in the 10.1 and 10.2 version.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So as I told you, Cognos is basically a web-based tool in the sense when you have the Cognos URL, we can connect to Cognos and then we can create our reports. We can show
Mm-hmm.
the data to the customers. You are the developer.
Mm-hmm.
You need to create the report. Based on the report, your customer can see the data. So since Cognos is a tool, you need to start that service actually. Suppose you are trying to open PDF file. How will you open?
Mm-hmm.
Unless until you have Adobe Reader installed in your machine. You
Yeah.
cannot open that PDF file. That is what, when you want to work with Cognos, you need to install that Cognos first of all. After that, you need to start that service also. Even if you see
Okay.
Adobe Acrobat Reader, I have already installed in my machine. That is why I'm able to access PDF files open. So when I
Mm-hmm.
see Cognos, I need to open that service also. It is already started. Since it is,
Mm-hmm.
I made it as automatic. Okay, here you can see that actually.
Okay.
So how will I see that service? I will go to run and then type services. Even you can see in
Mm-hmm.
your laptop also. Services will be there.
Yeah.
So now I will connect to Cognos link. So something I have stored here in my cache memory. Let me type localhost. This is what the URL actually.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the already I used it actually. That's why I'm trying to log in now. So this is what the Cognos.
Okay.
Let me minimize this. So this is what the Cognos URL. So we
Mm-hmm.
should not call it as URL. Aram say we should call it as gateway URI. So this gateway
Gateway.
URI is a common access point for some of the components of Cognos. In Cognos, we have lot of components. Each component has its
Mm-hmm.
own specific operation. So, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so by using this Cognos component only, we can create reports.
Okay.
Components. By using Cognos components only, we can create reports. What is meant by report? So my report is nothing but, as we discussed, for 2014 year, Hyderabad region, credit card department, that information they wanted to see. That information I'm going to put it as a report. I'm going to create.
Okay.
I'm a developer. To create that report, I need to connect to either database or data warehouse, whatever it may be. When you wanted to show historical information in your report, connect with data warehouse. When you want to show only current information, go with database.
Database.
Okay, so this is what the
Yeah.
common point. When I click on this my home page, you know, it will connect to Cognos connection page. So that is what I mentioned
Mm-hmm.
here. See, Cognos 10 is a web-based product which provides a platform for viewing and creating reports. We
Okay.
can create reports. If already created reports, we can view them, analyze
Mm-hmm.
data, and monitoring events, thus enabling user to take effective decision making. Just you need to
Okay.
understand only using Cognos, we can create reports. In that reports, we have the data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So these are
Okay.
all the different types of components of Cognos actually. So as I told, all these components can be accessed from Cognos connection page. Where is that
Okay.
Cognos connection page? This is what Cognos connection page. This is the
Okay.
common access point for accessing remaining Cognos components. I will go to this launch option. From this Cognos
Mm-hmm.
connection page, I can access Analysis Studio, Query Studio, Report Studio, Event Studio, and Administration page.
Okay.
Cognos admin also will work from here only. So
Mm-hmm.
these are all studios are nothing but Cognos components. What we do in each of the component. Suppose we take this Query Studio. Suppose we take this Query Studio, what we do it. So using Query Studio, we will create some basic reports, ad hoc reports. Suppose your customer is SBI, CEO of your
Mm-hmm.
customer, I mean SBI came to you with a requirement. You are working for some so and so XYZ MNC company. That project
Mm-hmm.
comes to your company. You are working as a Cognos developer here. You need to work on that
Mm-hmm.
report. Suppose they come up with a requirement, you will not be available. You will be on leave. Something is there actually. You are not able to create that report. That user itself, they wanted to create their own reports on a ad hoc basis. As soon as that
Okay.
requirement comes into their mind, for I mean whatever the requirement till now we are discussing, right? 2014 year Hyderabad region credit card, but what is the profit results? That is simple
Mm-hmm.
requirement. That kind of requirement they can achieve from Query Studio. Just drag and drop some columns from the package. What is meant by
Okay.
package here? Any report,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the report you are creating in Cognos, based on
Mm-hmm.
package only we need to create actually. So Query
And
Studio,
it's like a set of instructions.
not instructions, tables whatever we have in data warehouse, right? Those
Mm-hmm.
tables we are going to import as a package to the Cognos.
Okay.
It is an interface actually.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what I'm trying to create a new report. Is it is asking me to select a package. Since I
Okay.
already used some recent used package, I click on any of the random package. I just clicked on it. My new report is getting open now. Query Studio report. So just
Mm-hmm.
imagine like Query Studio is user-friendly reporting tool. User-friendly
Okay.
reporting. They only can create. They don't want to depend on
Mm-hmm.
the developer.
Mm-hmm.
They can create their own reports. They will just go to this package. This is what the package actually. Here they will see some
Mm-hmm.
tables. Sales is the set, one table, branch is another table, products is another table like this. They'll just click on
Mm-hmm.
like this. Don't get confused actually. I mean, don't get worried actually.
Okay.
I will just go through each and every component one by one. I just want to
Mm-hmm.
in this demo session itself. I just want to introduce entire tool to you. What is
Okay.
Query Studio? What is Connection Page? What is Report Studio? What is Analysis Studio? Everything I wanted to give a quick overview. Whether you can able to work with this Cognos or not, I'll make you that conference actually.
Okay. So in order to create all these tables, we have to write the queries first, right? So that's a duty of the Cognos developer, or who will perform those duties, like writing queries.
Yes, I will come to that point. So
Okay.
basically, yeah, I'll give you that point. So as of now, we'll discuss with Query Studio. That point I'm going to make next point actually.
Okay.
So this is what Query Studio. With this Query Studio, we can create, I mean, basic reports actually. I mean, for this is just think it as a credit card. This is
Mm-hmm.
region. I mean, we can have city
Mm-hmm.
columns also somewhere. I mean, we'll go to branch city. I will drag and drop like this.
Okay.
So for this Amsterdam city, okay, for this product type, and this is a product line, these are the revenue. This kind of small reports they can create on their own. Actually, you got it right. What I'm trying to say,
Mm-hmm.
you got it right.
Yeah.
So using this package, they can drag and drop some columns and they can see the data. That's it. So for
Mm.
different cities, it is there. If you want, I can filter out for a particular city also. If I wanted to see only for this city, I can do the manipulations also using this Query Studio. I have a lot of options here in the second tab, and then everything we can do it here. This is what Query Studio, simple
Okay.
reports we can create. So coming to your question, right? Who will write the
Mm-hmm.
queries and all? I will go there now.
Yeah.
So if you see this thing, the other component of Cognos is nothing but framework manager. Now I'll go there.
Okay.
To give
Okay.
that overview, I will open a new notepad. So what is meant by data warehouse, Surya? Data warehouse is nothing but organized database. That's it.
Yeah.
Organized data warehouse
Mm-hmm.
using database we create it. It
Okay.
has historical information.
Mm.
Historical information it will be having.
The group of
Based on
data
database,
elements.
we create data warehouse. Once we
Yeah.
created, we create data sources.
Yeah.
What is one way data sources? These data sources we create at the Cognos level. It will hold
Okay.
the username and password. I mean
Mm-hmm.
connection credentials to connect to this data warehouse.
Okay.
So once after creating this, we import tables into framework manager. Framework manager nothing but this component.
Okay.
So using this framework manager, I will do the modeling,
Okay.
and then I will publish the package to connection page. Using this package, I will create Query Studio reports. I will create Report Studio reports. I will create Analysis Studio reports. Different kind of reports we can create. As of now, we have discussed only Query Studio reports. What about reports
Okay.
reports? What about analysis reports? That and all we will see later point. So as of
Okay.
now, we need to understand framework manager first, since you asked that
Mm-hmm.
out. So
Okay.
till this data warehouse creation, bringing from database to data warehouse, we are not responsible. There is
Mm-hmm.
separate team called as ETL.
Mm.
ETL.
What is it? GTL?
ETL. Extract,
E
transformation, loading.
extract transformation loading. Okay. Okay.
Extract in the sense, we understood data warehouse is nothing but we are picking tables, relevant information from database to data warehouse. That is what
Mm-hmm. Extract.
extract.
Mm-hmm.
So second point is transformations. We are storing for long run, 20 years, 30 years. So
Okay.
we need to use some transformations. End of the day, we are loading into data warehouse. That is what ETL.
Mm-hmm.
To handle this
Okay.
operation, we have a lot of tools we have in market. Informatica,
Okay.
SSIS,
Mm-hmm.
data stage. These are all different tools. We are not people to work on this. Once after creation
Okay.
of data warehouse only, our job starts for creating Cognos reports.
Okay.
So, how will you import these data warehouse tables into Cognos means we are going to create data source first of all. From the data
Okay.
source, I am going to import my tables
Mm-hmm.
into framework manager. I will do the modeling. What is meant by modeling? So here I will do the filtering actually. Here I will do the joins if it required. Here I will
Okay.
do the any calculations if it is required. End of the day I will create the package. What is meant by join? What is meant by filter? What is meant by new calculations? Suppose my requirement is in different way. SBI is again my client. he just wanted to see how many employees are working in Chennai region, okay, as of 2014 year for credit card department.
Okay.
So, and then along with that, he just wanted to have that manager name also. And then
Mm-hmm.
he just want to have incentive, how much they wanted to, they have to announce for that financial year.
Okay.
Now, what are all the columns required to fulfill his requirement? Employee ID you wanted to see, employee name you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see, salary of that
Mm-hmm.
employee you wanted to see, location of that
Mm-hmm.
employee you wanted to see. Along with that,
Mm-hmm.
we just need to show up who is the manager for that employee,
Okay.
and then incentive to be announced for that employee.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have different tables, employee table, manager table, department table, different tables are there. So
Mm-hmm.
when I'm trying to import only manager table and employee table, from employee table we are going to import employee ID, employee name, salary, location, that's it. From manager
Okay.
table I'm going to import manager table, manager column. Both I
Okay.
need to join, and then I need to have some filters. Only Chennai region employees only they wanted to see. Only
Okay.
2014 year employees they wanted to see. All these filters,
Okay. So
joins.
joinings filters, it all depends on the requirement of the client,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
So extra column they have to create incentive that is not there in the data warehouse. We need to create
Mm-hmm.
them. 10%
Okay.
of salary we call it as incentive for this
Mm-hmm.
financial year. All this comes under modeling. Okay.
Okay.
We will create end of the day package using framework manager. That package we publish to the Cognos collection page. Using
Mm-hmm.
that package we create reports, query reports, and analysis reports. Let me show you
So
framework manager.
package consists of all tables, everything, right?
Yes, that's what, right. We created reports
Yeah.
using Query Studio based on the package
Okay.
only. We have imported
Okay.
employee table. We have imported manager table. Altogether, we are dragging that employee ID, employee name, okay, salary,
Mm-hmm.
incentive, all these columns into my Query Studio work area. That's how I'll
Okay.
create the report. You got it now, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Got it now, right, Surya?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any doubt?
No.
So now I have opened framework manager.
Mm-hmm.
So if we see, two types of components are there in Cognos. Windows-based components, web-based components. What is under Windows-based
Okay.
components? So, except Framework Manager, all are web-based components only, which means by using this URL, we can access all the Cognos components except Framework Manager. That should be accessed from all programs and then from here. Got it right? We are accessing from
Okay.
Windows.
Except the framework manager, all are web-based.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, I access here like this. I will do the modeling. One by one I will show you. So I am creating
Mm-hmm.
a project. Under this project only I need to do my modeling. I will create my
Mm-hmm.
package. I will then publish that package to my connection page.
Okay.
I will create a project. Everything whatever I am doing, right, I will save under one project only. So don't get confused. We'll see later on in detail. I'm just trying to show you.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the data source. This is
Okay.
what the data source. It will contain the details. I will give next. Here I will have schemas. Schema is nothing but tables will be stored in data warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I will select what all tables I required. Employee table, manager table I required. That only I am going to import. I will import here
Mm-hmm.
by clicking on import option. Here
Mm-hmm.
I will do my modeling. This is what framework
Mm-hmm.
manager window. I will do based on this employee table, manager table. I am going to create a modeling. End of the day, I will create a package from this option.
Mm-hmm.
This package
Okay.
I am going to publish to the Cognos connection page. As soon as you publish, it will come and sit here, somewhere here. This is what
Mm-hmm.
Cognos content actually. I will move on to this hierarchy. I will go public
Mm-hmm.
folder, samples, models. Inside this, blue colors are there, no? These are all called as
Yeah.
packages. By using this package
Okay.
only, I am going to create some reports. Query studio report, reports
Mm-hmm.
report, whatever it may be. So now, when I come to query studio report, Just simple reports we can create. When I come to reports,
Okay.
reports, lot of options are available. Complex reports you can create with lot of huge requirement can be achieved only using Report Studio.
Okay.
Moderate requirements can be achieved using Analysis Studio. That is DMR data. That is separate topic. I will tell you later. So this is what Query Studio: simple reports, Report Studio complex report, and useful reports. I mean useful reports. Being a developer, you wanted to say I'm a developer. You need to learn with Framework Manager and Report Studio mandatory. Remaining all are your optional. Okay, if you know that is good for
Okay.
you. Analysis Studio for more kind of analysis we can do. That is also like Query Studio only. I mean, moreover, end users only they go and create their own reports. Report Studio is the only one we go and create. We are the expertise in that actually. They don't know the modeling
Okay.
also. We where to put filters, where to create a new calculation, where to have something the relations that and all they don't know. We are the developer. We need to take care what needs to be done. Okay.
Okay.
Got it right? Event
Yeah.
studio. That is this is nothing but this is just a scheduler. So by using this any of the three studios, Query Studio, Analysis Studio, Report Studio, we will create reports now. Those reports will be saved under this Cognos correction page only. Okay. Those
Okay.
reports we will save under this Cognos correction page only. That's what. By using this GoSales package, they have created some reports. They are stored under this folder only. Only two reports they have
Okay.
created. Okay. So once after created this report, you are the developer, you have created. Every year they need actually on a schedule basis. Now I will schedule this report using Query Studio, Event Studio. Got it right? Event Studio is just a
Okay.
scheduler. We won't create any reports using Event Studio. Fine, right? At least any
Yeah.
idea you got it. You got it right?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, query analysis studio actually what exactly they do? Query studio in the
Yeah.
sense what to write the queries or what to design the tables or like that. But in the
Reports and
analysis,
complex reports. So what is
mm-hmm.
Analysis Studio? Actually, data is two types. Modeling is two types actually. One is
Okay.
relational modeling.
Okay.
Second one is dimensional modeling relations. DMR. Dimensional modeling relations.
Okay.
In this scenario, data will be shown in rows and columns format. In this
Okay.
scenario, they will show in okay different dimensions. Product
Okay.
dimension, or else time dimension, or else
Mm-hmm.
geography dimension,
Mm-hmm.
etc. Which means both the case data is available as by data only.
Okay.
The way we are choosing the model is different. One, I mean, suppose if you do the modeling with relational modeling, you will see the data in rows and columns. Suppose
Mm-hmm.
in a table, employee ID, employee name, salary is there. Three columns are there. That is
Okay.
columns. Rows,
Mm.
what we have? 101,
The list.
Venkatesh, 20,000. 102,
Okay.
Suresh, 30,000. 103,
Okay.
Mahesh, 40,000. That is what rows and columns relationship. That's
Okay.
what modeling we do in the relation format.
Relation.
This is more preferable one. When you wanted to
Mm-hmm.
create reports using Query Studio and Report Studio, we go with
Mm-hmm.
morely with this relation modeling only.
Okay.
Okay. When you wanted to show the data in different format, like when they have option like year, they'll have an option. When they click on that option year 2015, they will
Mm-hmm.
click on. They need to
Mm-hmm.
expand all the months inside it, all the
Okay.
months, January to February. When I click on January, what are the dates it is having inside, that needs to be expanded. That is called
Mm-hmm.
as we are seeing time dimension wise
Time. Yeah.
all those data. So we are going to segregate the existing SBI data into different
Mm-hmm.
dimensions. That is called as dimensional modeling relations.
Why can't we use the same dimensional in relational modeling?
So it won't
And the
support that.
rows, like the columns, like name of the employee, like salary as per the month, January, February, how much he got,
For
like
that,
where he was.
yeah, I got your question. For that relational formatting, we need to create some hierarchies actually. Under this
Okay.
year, these are all the months it should come. I need to tell the
Yeah.
system actually. Unless until I tell them under
Mm-hmm.
2015 year, these are all the months available. I need to tell them actually. Go and tell them
Mm-hmm.
manually. That is what we can do at the only at DMR level.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Relational modeling, whatever there in the data warehouse, we are just importing that and then we are working on it. DMR,
Okay. So
we need to tell them manually.
okay. So relational is fast and easy. There is no need of manual corrections or manual entry like a dimension.
Not fast. Both are having same complexity, same usage, same importance. Depends on
Mm-hmm.
your customer requirement you need to create. Whether to go for
Okay.
DMR or
Relational.
relational modeling. When they wanted
Okay.
to see tree hierarchy, tree, when they click on plus symbol of 2015 year, they just wanted to
Mm-hmm.
see all the months inside it, go for DMR. When they wanted to see how some filters, 2014 just they wanted to have some filtering, just go with relational modeling.
Mm-hmm.
We will see in detail one by one. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts so far?
No.
So next coming to this, so now I'm coming to syllabus actually. First I will start with data warehousing basics. At least it will take 2 hours for me to make you understand data warehouse concepts, basics. Some
Okay.
terminology is there. Since we are connected to
Mm-hmm.
data warehouse, we need to understand what is data warehouse first. What are all the
Yeah.
terminologies involved in that? After that,
Mm-hmm.
we will see Cognos architecture. This is what Cognos architecture. By using this Cognos architecture, I will make you understand what is how Cognos is working in the backend. How we are
Okay.
importing tables, how we are seeing the data, how we create the reports, and all we will show you as part of this architecture. After this,
Mm-hmm.
I will move on to I will move on to here EC data warehouse first
Mm.
topic, and then Cognos
Okay.
architecture. After this, Cognos connection page, Query Studio,
Mm-hmm.
Report Studio. Okay, Report Studio advanced active reports. That is a new concept called as, I mean, it came in Cognos 10.2 only. After that,
Okay.
Framework Manager Advanced, Event Studio,
Mm-hmm.
Analysis Studio, and Cubes. We'll see in detail one by one. I have mentioned the syllabus also for each and every topic. Data warehouse, what are the
Okay.
topics I'm going to cover, I just mentioned here. Okay, I will
Mm-hmm.
just pass it on this document to Swati. She will share with you later point.
Okay.
Okay, any doubts we have
Okay.
for this demo session?
No.
Fine, right? We will see in
Yeah.
detail in further classes.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Surya.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we can wind up with this I think so. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay.